So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. Like I normally do, I'm going to start here over on the left. So you got your window switches, you've got your door locks right here, you've got your toggles for the rear mirror adjustment. This whole thing on the door card is basically a grab handle. You can kind of see a greenish hue on my hand. There is lighting that can be adjusted to whatever color you want through the navigation screen. I'll showcase it when I get to that, but right now you can kind of see the greenish hue because it's currently daylight, but it's still showing up right now. You've got your door latch right here. Right here, you've got two buttons that you can set the driver's seating position, as well as this button right here is kind of like a quick to stretch. So what I mean by that is it will kind of like massage you depending on where you enable in the settings. So right now, if I push that button, it's kind of just set to stretch the lower region, like your butt, wherever you're sitting on the seat. It'll kind of just massage that for like a long drive. So you can adjust that in the navigation screen as well. Coming down here, you've got two buttons for lower and raising the brightness level on the gauge cluster. You have a button for the rear hatch right here, the auto start stop button, which I have enabled, so the car just doesn't kick on and off the whole time while I'm just sitting in a parking lot. You also have a tow mode, traction control off, and a parking brake latch right here. Before I get to the gauge cluster, there is a Bose audio system sprinkled throughout the cabin, and the pillar and the ceiling and the interior is basically this white, nice Alcantara-like fabric in the calligraphy. And then a nice, crisp, clear digital gauge cluster. So there's different colored themes depending on what drive mode you're in, and you can also adjust between multiple pages on the center of this display. So there's three different pages. The first page will allow you to cycle through many driver options, such as the current trip, since refueling, since last reset, the auto stop since refueling, tire pressures for all four corners, the drive power distribution. So these bars for all four corners will kind of light up, allowing you to see where the power of the vehicle is going. And then just digital miles per hour. On the second page, you have a compass, but if you have a destination set, it'll also give you kind of route turn-by-turn guidance here as well. And then it's just kind of a driver assistance page showcasing the vehicle on the road. Like if vehicles are getting close to you, it'll show you what it's sensing. I've basically just been leaving it on the miles per hour for a digital experience. But then, like I said, this is currently in normal, so sport livens it up a little bit red. My drive, which is basically the personal driving mode, you can set, and then eco is a little bit of a green. And each, beyond the color scheme, you can see down low, it tells you what gauge or what drive mode you're in. Moving back to the steering wheel, how I was adjusting everything in that center is over here on the left. So this document looking button is the different pages, so pushing that will cycle you through those three pages I mentioned. Once you're on, say, the first page, which allows you to cycle through multiple options, you can scroll this up and down, but the rest of this is basically cruise control and driver assistance. Lane, you can see the lane assist button right here. Over on the right side, it's more of your media control and talk options. So tuner control up and down, volume control, just a scroll, phone, talk, mode, and a favorites button. On the back of the steering wheel, there are paddles for shifting your own gears should you wish. You have down over on the left, up on the right. Give you a better look at the full steering wheel. The engine start stop button is unique on this stalk, which is basically the transmission stalk. So it's just right here. You push it down, starts the vehicle. You have drive, neutral, and reverse. You basically twist this end, kind of like if it was you're twisting the windshield wipers. And park is a button you push in on the end. Then you have the navigation display. So this is basically the main pages on the vehicle screen, but let me back out. Currently map, whatever you're listening to, trailer, and you swipe it over. You got phone projection, voice memo, seats. Let's go into seats real fast. So you can adjust the warmers and the ventilation options just straight from here. Dash cam. When you get in the vehicle, it basically records whatever happened around it from when you parked it, which is pretty cool. Setup, You have all these different options. So in vehicle, you can adjust the drive mode here for the my drive mode. Also, alternatively, if I'm going to get to how to enable the drive mode, you can quickly get to the screen through that way as well. But you have driver assistance, the dash cam settings, seats, lights. So let's go to lights real fast. Ambient lighting. You can adjust the brightness, the color. Like I said, I have like a greenish hue on the door cards right now. You can adjust it to whatever you want or just a custom one as well. Digital keys, convenience. You name it, you can adjust it. All these different options. Then you got navigation, sound, device connections, user profile, voice recognition, screen layout, display, buttons. The heads-up display never really shows really good on camera, but it's basically right where my tip of my finger is right there. Data network, ALEXA, and then general setup as well. Back to the main page, you got weather, sports, a valet mode, Hyundai Pay, vehicle diagnostics, the service maintenance as well, and then HD radio data, ALEXA, notifications, and an online manual should you wish. Coming down from there, you've got your 2 vents, you've got different options that quickly pop you in whatever media you're listening to, or if you want to just get into the home screens, you got home, map, search, media, and it's just the seek, track, favorite setups. Tuner knob over on the right, volume control on the left. So on the outside of this, you see some buttons. So over on the left, you have the auto hold button. You push that when you're at a stoplight, the vehicle will hold for you, kind of just imitating you, putting your foot on the brake hard and allow you to stretch your foot. You have a button right here that says drive and align and terrain. So whatever one is lit up is what you can adjust this toggle on. So if I hit terrain, I can adjust this toggle, drive, adjust the toggle. So it's basically drive modes or terrain modes. So right now I'm in drive modes, just hitting the toggle. Like I showed, you got eco, normal, sport, and my drive. You hit the terrain mode, you got snow, mud, and sand. Now going back to drive real fast, if you have my drive, you can see there's a quick little settings button that will pop you into this spot where you can adjust that drive mode. Now you can see that all it's really adjusting is the powertrain and the steering. So between normal, sport, and eco. So the powertrain can go between eco, normal, and sport, and what it does is it gives you an optimized energy efficient driving experience. Normal, just everyday driving. Sport, the full performance potential of the vehicle is unlocked. Smart, it kind of, based on your driving characteristics, kind of learns from what you're doing. And steering only goes between normal and sport, and you can see the description there. Over on the right side, you have hill ascent or descent option. You have parking sensors. You got a camera button right here. Pushing that shows you I'm currently at a industrial park, so I'm right up against some grass right here. It's the front of the vehicle. It's the back of the vehicle. Still up against some grass. Give you a 360 view of where I'm currently sitting. Further down from there is all your HVAC controls. So they're all digital buttons, but it's not as annoying as a digital button in other vehicles. So you got 3 levels of heated and ventilated seats for the driver and passenger. There's 2 levels of heated steering wheel for the driver. You can control the rear from the front right here. So right now it has a little line showcasing that I'm adjusting the front. Pushing the rear, you can adjust everything back there as well. You can see that the temperature is a digital number in the center of the gauges or the dials. Tucked in front of the HVAC controls, 12-volt smoker's plug, as I call it. Bunch of cubby space right here. Ladies, if you want to put a really big purse right here, it'll fit. A small book bag as well. Coming back from there is your center console. So because the gear lever is basically the stalk, it provides a lot of other room and just kind of ergonomics and visual appearance that looks like this, which is pretty cool. So you have 3 USB-C plugs. So this one connects to the kind of media system. The other 2 are just charging. You have a UV button, so when I get to basically the armrest and open it up, there's a light in there, basically clean everything in there. You got a charging pad right here, 2 cup holders. So the armrest, you open it up, That's the light for the UV. You put anything in here, basically will kill the germs. Opens up like so. You can kind of see more of that greenish hue of the color coming through in the on the passenger side there. There is a nice kind of hidden from this angle. You can see, you don't even notice that there's actually a tray there, but if you get down low, it's pretty much the thickness of a cell phone, and I would say 3 of them long. Basically the size of the glove box. You got glove box. Give you a better look at the passenger door card. Like I mentioned, that Bose audio system sprinkled throughout the cabin. Give you a look at the seats, which feature calligraphy branding on them. Uniquely, you can adjust the position of the seat from the driver's seat. You don't gotta reach over. You got a friend coming in the seat and you want to adjust it or give them better room in the back. You don't have to do that. The rear, let's move to the rear or the middle section. The seats feature hidden sun blockers in the door cards. I currently have my son's car seat in the back, so I'll give you a look at the seat behind that. 3 rows, last row can be folded. The second and third row share a sunroof, as you can see. Front row gets its own sunroof. All the sunroof controls are up top. You have your rear view mirror, and if you flick it down, you have just basically a camera view of what's behind the vehicle. You know, if you're getting blasted with high beams in the back and you just want to flick it down, you can do so. But that is basically the interior of the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy. If there is a feature or button that I didn't go in depth enough on for you and you have some additional questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. And if you can please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you've not already. Every little bit helps and I appreciate it all. Thanks for watching.